Hello, everybody. Happy Monday, fun day. So, something's been coming up, and I've been meaning to address it, and I've been kind of bypassing it because other messages have gotten in front of it. So, I want to talk about some of our physical things that we're experiencing right now with energetic changes going on. So, hot flashes when you didn't have them before, um, intermittent sleeping. You're either super tired, or you're super tired and you can't sleep, or you're super tired and you oversleep, or you're awake, whatever that is. Food cravings, like wanting to give yourself overindulgent into something and then being mad at yourself about it. Crickety, achety pains. uh, yeah, so there's a lot of things everyone's experiencing. So I wanted to address the one that is about the anxiety and the angst, and one day feeling kind of dense and down, and another day feeling energetic and high, and then the stuff that goes on in between. So about the anxiety thing. So last summer, I woke in the middle of the night having what would be described as a panic attack. Now, I've never had one in my life. I'm generally very cool, calm, and collected. So it was bizarre. I woke up. I absolutely couldn't breathe. My heart was palpitating. I wanted to pace the floor. I wanted to go to sleep. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. And I was hot. So I went downstairs. I got onto the sofa, tried to prop myself up, get myself in a comfortable position. And I couldn't get comfortable. And I went back upstairs, I went back downstairs. And finally, in a cool environment of being on the sofa, I was able to sort of doze off. And when I did, there was a light that came in the window. I could hear voices. I was awake, but not awake. So I could hear, look, and see. And I knew I was on the sofa. And I listened to all of this for a little while. I dozed off. I woke up, went out to the window. It was pitch black at night. There was no one out in my neighborhood, no lights shining in, and so on. Now, fast forward, it happened again in another week. Our power went out, and for some reason I woke up at the exact same time that the power went out. And so with the power going out, it got really warm in my room. I was having a difficult time breathing. I couldn't calm myself. I went down to the sofa again, and this went back and forth. Came back up, propped myself up in my bed, found myself that I couldn't breathe, had to go back downstairs. And so this was insane to me. But I knew that I could trust my inner self. So while I was kind of going through this periodically, a couple really big ones, a couple very small ones, I learned that it was a higher energetic frequency being given to me through my guides. And if I could just breathe through it, pace myself through it, calm myself through it, it would allow for the energies to echo in and out of my body without making me want to literally jump out of my body. Once I understood that, and more mini ones occurred throughout the next few months, I could understand it. So then I started to be able to say, hey guys, this would be a lot better if we could do a little bit of this more, if I could sleep a little bit deeper. But what happens is when you're sleeping and you go out of body and doing whatever it is that you're doing, okay, I think for me, I jumped back into my body before the work was being done. So it was leaving me in this in-between phase of being in and out of my body, which created an angst, anxiety, feeling attack. And when it wasn't an attack at all, it was just that I arrived before my physical body was ready to accept this higher vibrational conscious spirit landing back in my body. So that's kind of what it was. So fast forward now, we're in April, and I've had a few minis here and there, and then it dissipated completely until just a few weeks ago. And then it started up again, where I would fall asleep and then I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh, whoa, like, whoa. And then I also would experience feeling like my energy body was above and floating in and landing in my body. And so I was like, so I was getting the message right. I was going out of body and getting a lot of work done, amping and ramping things up, and then landing back in my body. And in the times I would wake up, I was already in there, snuggled up in this physical avatar, whereas other times I had a lot and then this wasn't quite ready for it, and either the two didn't come together or they were kind of off and they needed to blend together. So anybody that's experiencing this, I want you to understand you can master and not be a disaster, okay? Say that again. You can master and not be a disaster, but you got to take ownership of what's going on, regardless of your belief system, whether you think you went out and you didn't land all the way in. Regardless of that, if you're waking or things during the day are creating this, what you would call an anxiety, would fall under those symptoms, okay, which would give you that so-called diagnosis. What it is this ramped up energy that is happening, and your physical body is bing, 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 boomeranging it all over the place, and all you want to do is stop, drop, and lock. And when you stop, drop, and lock, you're not allowing the flow. So you got to breathe, you got to master it, so you're not being a disaster and you're allowing for things to come in and out. And that's the perfect time to go outside. It's a perfect time to stop where you are and simply say, I'm safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. In this moment, I am safe. I am a gift. I'm in this present moment. Present, gift, present, gift. That's why it's the same word, has the same meaning, right? So in this moment, I need to control, focus, and master what is happening, because I cannot react to anything in my surroundings when I'm a disaster, all right? And disaster just means you've got incoming in all different directions and nothing has complete energy flow. So focus in on that. Focus in on that, whatever time of the day that it is. And one of the best ways to do that is to connect with that nice big inhale through the nose. Take it down to the pubic bone. Hold it. Expand the lungs. And exhale that through the mouth. Close the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Pause, expand, and hold. Exhale through the mouth. That is going to take the central nervous system and create a nice lull. And so when you're doing that, then you're in a flow, okay? You've got this because you do not consent to the crazy. You do not consent to the crazy. You can Say that to yourself. I master. I am mastering. I do not consent to the disaster or the disastering of anything. So the one thing that you can focus on, that you have control and full power over, is this avatar and the energy of the mental, the physical, the spiritual, the emotional, the etheric, and beyond. So be the best you can be. Learn to scale it, practice it, breathe with it, hone it in, master it. I do not consent to the disaster. It's that simple. All right. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. So much love.